Hi, everyone. Welcome back to No Playbook Needed. I'm your host, Cierra, and today I am so excited about this episode. We have our first guest here today. One thing I mentioned on my last episode is that I am going to get everybody that I can on here from all walks of life. And this girl of mine, she's a friend of mine from high school. She's my fellow New York Giants fan, and she is the Instagram story queen. So let's welcome Kayla.
Hi.
Hi, girl. How are you
How are
doing?
you?
I'm
We're
good.
both matching.
I know I get that was unplanned.
Not planned.
Genuinely not planned. We got on and literally started dying when we saw that. So I love it so much. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Cold, but really well. How are you?
I feel that. I'm good too. We finally broke, I think, 50 degrees here today.
I
So
think it's like 30 in New York,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we're getting there. It's
yeah.
almost bikini.
Yes, for one of us, and that is you, not me. I love it. So I guess we can just dive right in if you want.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna start obviously going forward with like a sports moment, and I figured that at the time of recording, the Super Bowl was just on Sunday. So I
Hmm.
wanted to talk about that really quick. As everyone knows, obviously by now the Seahawks won, which I was gonna say being
Thank goodness.
a Giants fan, I'll take the Patriots losing any day. Sorry to my Patriots, fan friends, but obviously the
And
Bills.
happy to not see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
No,
Let's be real.
exactly. I was gonna say to not see the Eagles and to not see the Chiefs. So excited.
Love it.
Love it. But I was also
But
low key, I've been rooting for Sam Darnold too. Like
yeah, he
I know it
deserved
was
it. It's
like
a great win, a
yeah, it
good
was a
comeback.
slow start and it was kind of boring. They obviously, everyone knows, came back in what was it, the fourth quarter. So like
Yeah. Fourth
I
quarter was the whole Super Bowl, let's be
literally
real.
the entire Super Bowl was literally Bad Bunny and then the fourth quarter was literally
We should have just started at Bad Bunny and just went through
yes, and
it.
then yes, honestly, we should have. Bad Bunny should have started the Super Bowl, and then we could
Yes,
have
it
played the
would have been
game.
better.
Exactly, exactly. Speaking of Bad Bunny, I literally have not stopped listening to him since.
I was gagged and gooped
Yeah,
the entire time.
yeah,
Jaw on the floor, Lady
yeah.
Gaga, like come on.
The fact, at least everything that I saw so many like predictions. I feel like they do that
Mhm.
every year. They're like, oh, who they're gonna bring out, and there's always like polls, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can like bet on it in like
Yes, you can.
like you, which like is insane. I don't even think I saw Lady Gaga as like a potential option.
No, really threw it off.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But seeing Ricky Martin, I think that was a really good idea. But I heard Gasolina and I was like, Daddy Yankee?
Okay, that's so funny you say that because I was sitting on the couch with my husband James when Gasolina came on. I was like, I'm literally gonna scream if it's Daddy Yankee, and then it like wasn't. But
Oh
like
yeah.
still, Gaga and Ricky Martin were. I mean, they're.
And it was a real wedding. I looked it up.
I know.
I
How
was like,
crazy
that
is
is
that?
so precious.
I want to know whose idea that was though.
They sent out a bunch of extra invites to just a bunch of companies, and somebody who knew somebody was like, you know what, I have something better. You're going to be in the Super Bowl. And I would have said yes too.
That's freaking.
Absolutely.
If I like, if obviously James and I are already married, if we still got, I would have been like, we're doing it. Like,
We're in vow renewal. Let's go.
so cool. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that was like how they got there. So that's awesome. That's really
Yeah.
awesome. But
Loved
the
it.
one other thing I wanted to talk about with the Super Bowl is Cardi B and Stephon Diggs.
My God. Imagine losing your girl and the Super Bowl.
Literally in the same like hour time span.
And got arrested.
Okay, so I saw a photo on the internet. So I didn't know if this was AI. So tell me. There was
I
a
think he
photo of
like
him like being
slaps.
arrested on the field. Was that
Yeah, I think he like slapped someone. I don't know. I never looked more into it because I don't care
same?
about him.
Same.
But I think he slapped someone. They're pressing charges or press charges, whatever. But I
Yes.
know he went to court and everything. He'll
Because I
probably get
literally I
off.
saw a photo of him like with two cops, and I think he might have had his hands in cuffs, and I was like, "Is this
Yeah.
AI?" Is this real or is this AI?
I
That's
did not see that
hilarious.
picture, but I was like, got arrested, lost the Super Bowl, and you lost Cardi B.
Yeah,
Sucks.
like that's a tough day.
But how do you bring your girl and your baby mama in
So
the
that's what I
same
was gonna say. I saw a video of, and you had said it, the baby mama was like literally
closer than
closer
Cardi?
than Cardi was, and Cardi was literally technically in like part of that
Yeah,
like set. So like I don't know, that whole thing was wild, but I was like,
crazy.
if there's someone I'm gonna talk about it with, it's gonna be
It's
Kayla.
gonna be me. And like I like don't know celebrities, so like I know like five good ones.
Yeah,
So if I know one, I know enough about them to talk about it. But
yeah,
anybody else, don't come to me asking
yeah.
for
No,
celeb advice because I don't know.
I'm the same exact way. It's just been really funny because everyone's been calling him Mr. Cardi B, which like has me
I
rolling.
know.
Because like he's a very well-known football player. Like
Yeah,
you know
and
Diggs.
he's good. Like
And
I'm
he's
not.
good, but like everyone knows Stefan Diggs. I know he played for the Bills. Like so
Yes,
like for him to be called Mr. Cardi B is actually
it's hilarious and
hilarious.
well deserved because Cardi
At
did
this
run
point,
it.
yes. Okay, so rolling in to you.
Yeah.
The biggest reason I asked Kayla, I'd mentioned earlier, the number one reason I asked Kayla to be here was because Kayla and I and our friend Anna all get together right around the Christmas time, just a couple months ago, and I literally just like blurted out, I want to start a podcast. And you guys were literally like,
Do it.
literally, hell yeah, just like you have to do it. And here I am, literally like 6 weeks later, doing it, and I can't even believe it. I say doing it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hit record and I just like literally hope for the best.
Does anyone ever know what they're actually doing though?
No, and
Let's
that's
be real.
literally the whole reason why like the whole preface around this whole thing because life has no playbook. Sports
Amen.
has a playbook, but we all know how that goes. Careers don't have a playbook. We literally have no idea what we're doing ever, which is obviously kind of how this grew. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you ahead of time for giving me the
Well, you had
kickstart.
the idea. I was just your cheerleader. I was like,
You
you can
know,
do it, girl.
that's sometimes that's all you need though. Like,
True.
you think of things and you're like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but then, you have to talk about it and you have to manifest it and you need good people around you
You
to
have to be delusional enough and you just have to believe
Exactly.
in yourself and just do it. Even if it fails, who cares? Like you experience
Exactly.
something new and if you had fun doing it, who cares?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
life's all about failures. It's not
Exactly.
about always succeeding.
Exactly. And that is quite literally the whole reason why I started this podcast and what we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to turn it over to you and let's give a little life update,
Yeah,
get a
let's
little bit of
go.
background, and, introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, everyone, I'm Kayla, as she's mentioned 100 times already. I grew up with Sierra. We've been friends for a very long time.
I
I
looked back
remember how
since we
long?
were 13.
That is so insane. I'm like 21 now, so
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding.
Literally, I'm just a
I'm
21
just
year
like
old
I'm
girly.
just 20. No, I remember Sierra driving the white Camaro, and she was
Not a
always
Camaro.
wasn't it a Camaro? Mustang,
I give you a
your
pass
white
though. It was
Mustang.
it was a thing.
It was a
It
thing,
was
and
the whole
she
thing.
and you had it. You always had it in that parking lot, girl,
I did. Everyone knew where I was all of the time
all
because
the
of that
time.
car.
But I grew up a Giants fan. My grandfather is a diehard Giants fan, so I never left that side. My brother's a Saints fan, but we're really a football family. My brother played football all throughout his high school career, and I cheered right alongside. I think I started at Pop Warner and I was like 3 or 4. And I went all the way to like my senior year. So I really knew the sport and I continued to watch. And, I actually got to watch a Giants Super Bowl. Everyone says they suck, but have you watched a Super Bowl in your lifetime? No, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm hoping for another one, but well, fingers crossed. Come on, Dart.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we can get Dart and
We have
Snap
a
up there.
really great but young team this year. So I'm really hopeful. I'm keeping my fingers
Same. I'm
crossed.
with a coach that
Actually,
actually has
knows what the hell he's doing.
reference. How was it? You said you grew up being a cheerleader and you cheered alongside your brother who played football. Like, how was that growing up? Like, how was it watching your brother on the field?
It was nerve-wracking because, like, I never could have to cheer and then watch the game, but I always get this, like, pit in my stomach if I want my team to win so bad, and I, like like I get like hives and like sweat. I'm like
Yeah.
sweaty, and it's so embarrassing. I'm like, girl, it's a high school
Yeah.
sports game. Like it's really
But
okay.
it's
I still
different
feel
when
the
your
same way.
family. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different when your family's playing for sure.
and I still feel the same way about the Giants. So I'm like, what is
Yeah,
wrong with
no, I
you?
do too. Even though I know our winning streak isn't a really great, I
We
totally,
started off well. We started off
yes.
well last year.
So, what is, I'm just going to keep rolling with the questions if that's okay.
Yeah.
Is there any particular moment in your life, sports or not, career, whatever, that you really had to change about trusting yourself?
I feel like there was no pinpoint time. I just think over time you have to learn that you have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to be delusional. I mean, I mean, realistically, you can have that close inner circle and your friends and your family who care and love you. But if you don't believe in you, then none of that is going to matter. You have to put yourself out there. You have to take risk, and you have to not be afraid of failure. Both happens when change happens. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And once you become comfortable with being uncomfortable, then that's where you really grow and learn and succeed in life. I mean, yeah, you might not have all the highest accolades, but if you're happy with who you are and what you're doing, then that's all that matters.
I literally cannot even I couldn't have said it better, honestly. So I love this question. What did you get wrong about success like earlier in your life?
Everything.
Literally everything.
So I in high school and like college, I was like the kid. I love school. I love learning. I'm in education field now in my career, so obviously that makes sense. But I was like the golden child. I wanted to get straight A's. I wanted to do, go to college, go get right in your career, succeed, succeed, succeed. And then I always thought I wanted to be a teacher. I student taught in high school, and then I got my first teaching job, and I was like, I hate this. And it made me feel horrible because I spent all this time in school, even from like 10th grade, working towards this. And then I got there and I was like, I don't like this. So I was like, was that all a waste? And it really wasn't because one, I'm still in education, I'm just in a different side of it. I work for a nonprofit, and everything that I've learned in the past 15 years, it still led me to this moment. And I still use some of the things that I learned when I was teaching. Even if it doesn't look like I thought it would, it still is successful and fulfilling.
I love that so much. And I also just want to say 15 years is disgusting. The fact that we've been out of high school for 15 years makes me want to curl up in a ball and cry.
Yeah, it's really
You
not
said
cute.
15 years and I went, huh?
You're like, once you through, you're like, wait, is that math there?
I'm still only 21. I don't know what you mean.
I can barely drink.
So we have talked, obviously a lot. And one of the biggest things for us, for me, is kind of mental health.
Yes.
So, what is one of the biggest things that you do to help cope and reset when you're feeling overwhelmed, especially in life and your career?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, today's world is hectic and crazy, and it can really bog you down. One thing that I do is really just try to ground myself and spend time with myself. And I've actually really recently taken up baking, and that's really my time to get in the kitchen. I put my AirPods on, I put on a playlist, and I just go at it. I've been watching Great British Bake Off, so I've been trying like
Okay.
some of those recipes.
Yeah.
Some of them don't turn out okay, but like it's okay, like still
Yeah.
edible. And then I highly suggest everybody journal, even if you just write over your own words. If they're getting out of your brain, that is the most important. Even if you like type it up and then you delete the doc, as long as you get it out there, I think that helps. And then in the warmer months, I call it lizard time. I know it's weird, but like if I'm feeling overwhelmed at work and I'm in the office, I'll go outside, I'll stand in the sun, and I'll just sit there and bake. And
Yes.
I swear by it. And then it just takes that moment of like, okay, like this is my time. I'm just gonna soak in the sun, couple minutes, and then I go back. And sometimes I'm just like, I have to put this aside for a couple minutes, work on something else, and come back.
It's a good reset. That's one of the things I love working from home is if I'm getting frustrated or overwhelmed, all I have to do is walk away.
Yes.
I walk out of my home office, and now in my townhouse here in Virginia, my office is upstairs. Like I actually have to go downstairs to the kitchen
Nice.
now, so I have like a completely actual break from the
Yes.
level of where I'm at. So I totally get that 100%.
And a weighted blanket. If you don't have a weighted blanket, get
Yes.
one.
Here's a good one. Who do you lean on the most when you might not have the answers to everything, or you're just feeling down?
So I have a few people that I'll just kind of, even if I like don't tell them what's going on, I'll just kind of check in with them and see how they're doing because it kind of takes me out of my own self. And
Hmm.
I'm like, hey, like, how was your day? What did you do today? What are you doing this weekend? So that it just kind of shifts my brain into a different way of thinking instead of that toxic loop of like again and again and again. And then sometimes, I just have to cry it out.
I feel that in my soul. And it really is like, depending on the situation, it can be the best medicine for sure.
Mhm. And a hot shower, a cry, and you come out feeling like a brand new girl,
I was gonna
trust.
say a brand new girl. Yep, exactly. All right, what is maybe a situation or something you thought you would be doing when you were younger that like you're not doing now, or what's something like your younger self would be surprised you're doing now?
I think back to the teaching thing, I always thought I would be a teacher. I used to line up my stuffed animals and teach them. And then my brother, who's 2 years older than me, he would come home from school when I wasn't even in school yet. And I would make him teach me, and then I would teach it back to him. So, like, when I tell you I wanted to be a teacher, I knew Maddie knew who she was from a very young age. Like, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. So I think I would be really shocked that I
Yeah.
wasn't in a classroom.
Yeah.
I think my younger self would like even my 20-year-old self would be shocked of like who I am, how confident I am in myself, how strong I am now, and how much I like speak up for myself and what the boundaries I set in and I don't let them up.
Girl, when I turned 30, what will be, 2.5
Yes.
years ago, I don't know what the hell came over me. I know they talk about your Saturn returns when you turn 30, and let me tell you that that girl came back because my
Yes.
boundaries went up and I never looked back.
Yeah, I'll be 32 on Sunday, which is so crazy. Which is so crazy, but I'm just like, even like 22-year-old me, like I look back and I'm like, I was so lost and sad, and I was just not very kind because I wasn't happy with who I was. And now, like, I am in a really great career, I'm very happy. And so I think I'd be shocked all around.
What did you say at brunch? The black sheep and the gold star.
Yes, the black sheep and the gold star. That's
I
me.
have said that to so many of my friends and my family, and the way it like clicks in people, the way it clicked for me when you said
Yes.
it, I was like that. Like
Yes.
I don't even know what else to say, just that. So,
Yeah.
okay, so what is something that you're still figuring out?
I'm still figuring out everything in life, but just kind of where I want to be and where I want to grow. I want to travel more. I want to see more of the world. I don't want to kind of live in this bubble.
And
I
Rotterdam
want
can be a bubble.
and Rotterdam can be a bubble. Thank God I'm out of Rotterdam, but not really. Let's be
You
real.
are technically out of Rotterdam, but it's that
It really,
I didn't realize how much of a bubble Rotterdam was
yeah.
until I got to Connecticut. Like
Hmm.
it was recent. It was within the last probably we were in Connecticut 3.5 years. It was probably within the last 2.5, 3 years where I was like,
Yes.
it's
Yes. I mean, like, going away to college really, like, opened up my mind because I met a lot of different people, I'm still friends with today, and then there's people where I met where I was like, "Mm-mm, I will literally never be speaking to you again." So, I would love to just see more of the world and, maybe live somewhere not in New York. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
So, one thing that you had mentioned was gaining confidence in
Mhm.
yourself. So, walk me through how your relationship with your confidence has changed.
I used to be full of self-doubt and like that imposter syndrome. It's like when you look for a new job and you look at the qualifications, and if you don't hit them all, you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't apply. But like you hit 9 out of 10 of them, you should still apply. And even if you only hit five of them, you should probably still apply because
Exactly.
there's things that you still need to be taught for that job. They're not putting everything in that job position, and I think you should look at that for life too. Like, if you want to move out of New York State by yourself with nobody around, you just have to learn what's out there and who's out there. And, you might find your newest best friend out there. Who knows? But like, just, you don't have to have all the answers, and just being comfortable with being like, hey, let me go learn something about that and I'll come back to you. I think that holds more weight than anything else.
Yeah, that's amazing. I could not have said it better. How would you describe the season of your life right now that you're in?
Should I go like Housewives, like Salt Lake City? No, I'm
Yeah,
just
why
kidding.
not?
So I just started watching Housewives of Salt Lake City, if anyone cares. I don't know what I would call this season of my life, but just getting what I deserve and
Yeah.
not taking no for an answer and going after what I want is definitely the season of my life.
Yeah, I love that. It was something like I said, I'm going to circle it back to turning 30.
Mhm.
There was something about turning 30 that was
I
like,
feel like a switch went up in my
yes,
head and it was just like, no more. And I was like, okay. And I just started listening.
literally, it quite literally, at least for me, was like I woke up one day and was just like, holy shit, I'm not taking no for an answer, or I'm actually going to say no now.
Yes.
And literally, same wavelength, same page, could not.
Yeah. Yeah. 30, I was 29 turning 30, and I was like, I'm just not happy. Like, I didn't like my job. Well, I liked my job, but it wasn't good enough anymore. I was outgrowing a lot of things and a lot of people in my life, and I was trying to hold on to it. And it was just this give and take. And it was finally like, it's time to let go. Better things are for like happening for you. And once I did that, I landed this job, been here for 2 years, and I'm incredibly thankful for where I'm at right now.
No, I love that so much. It's all about growth. And that's one of the reasons why I want to give this platform to people, is because I feel like growth is not always celebrated. And I know the growth that I've gone through, and I've been able to see the growth that a lot of my friends and family has had. And I want
Yes.
this platform to be there for people because I want people to speak on their experiences. And I really want people to relate. And I think bringing someone like you on, so many people can relate. Like, literally, Kayla, every single thing you've said, I'm like, I did
I
that.
know.
I went through that. Like, it's great. And that's
Yeah.
the whole point of being here. So,
Yeah, of course. Every time you say something too, I'm like, yeah, girl, I was right there with you.
yes, yeah, yeah,
But it's nice to feel like you're not alone in certain situations, because sometimes it can be daunting and it can feel like you're in this silo and you're just by yourself.
yeah. It
No
can
one's
be
ever gone through this.
terrifying.
It's terrifying. But like
Terrifying.
realistically, like everybody's been on TikTok. There's no original experience. Let's be
Nobody
real.
knows what they're doing ever. That's what I said in my
No one
first.
knows.
Yes, I that's what I said in my first episode. No one knows what they're doing about anything ever. And it's like it's just I feel like it hits home with everybody, and that's why I'm here. That's why we're here.
And we're thankful for this podcast. This is going to be the first podcast I've ever listened to and the first podcast I've ever been on.
Like I said, I still have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to edit anything. I'm rolling
But
with
that's
it.
okay. That's where you learn, and you learn from your mistakes and you get better and better. And then who knows where you're going to
Exactly.
be.
All right, one last question. What is something you're proud of lately that not everyone sees?
Ooh, like career wise or just in life?
Anything in your life.
So, career wise, I have been a part of this really huge initiative. It's called the Substitute Pool, and I'm part of a team of 3 people who's establishing it in New York State for the first time, which will help childcare programs across the state and help with staffing and retention. And, we've been looking at apps and talking to other states. And so that has been something really exciting and cool that I've been a part of.
That's insane. That's amazing. Oh my God, girl, I am shouting from Virginia. Congratulations. I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, so anything else to add? Anything else to share? Any words of wisdom to our friends out there?
Words of wisdom might be just believe in yourself and be your biggest cheerleader, and no one knows you better than you, and don't let somebody tell you who you are. You are exactly who you think you are. And thank you for having me, and thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited. I've had so much fun and I would love to do it again.
Yeah. Oh my God, girl, you're coming back every time I need someone. You're my first option.
Okay, perfect. I'll be your fill-in every time.
We can just sit here and yap and do all the things. So,
I know. They're
all
gonna be
right.
like, boo, get Kayla off.
No, oh my God, they better not. I'll block them all. I don't care. Since already block, I don't care.
Block. Oh, I block
The
every.
block
Keep your block. Words of wisdom. Keep your block list long. The
not be
second you annoy
afraid.
me,
Block the do not be afraid to use your block. Block the phone
A
call, block the person, block the DM. Like
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And stay out my DMs.
actually that part. Just leave me alone.
Actually, leave me alone.
Just leave me alone. All right. I want to give one more thank you, Kayla, for a multitude of reasons. Thank you for kicking my ass. Thank you for making me get this kicked off. Thank you so much for being my first guest. And just thank you for being you. I love you so
Aw,
much. I have so much love for you.
I have so much love for you. I
I
love you so
know.
much.
I know. Stop. I'm literally gonna cry. I'm tearing. But all
It's
right.
fine.
That's the end of this
Bye.
episode. Thank you so much. We're going to have Kayla back again. Give us a follow, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, you guys.